Hello, welcome to another review. Today we got Figuarts AkibaRanger Season 2 Akiba Red Power Up form. Very colourful box and very similar to the other Season 2. You got the sort of cloud wavy rainbow thing going around the outline. A fully coloured picture of the figure. Kind of pointless having a full picture of the figure here since you can actually see the figure right there. Sort of like wasting the space. They should have just had a little picture of the actual suit in the show. There's actually zero room for that SH Figures tagline because instead they put in here with his name, a 30-year-old otaku. Bandai Tamashii logos, everything right there. Another pose right here on the side, another pose right here, and on the back. As you figure out all the stars up here, the box is very similar to all the other AkibaRanger SH Figuarts line. And yeah, very weird because this is like one of the only SH Figuarts box that doesn't have that SH Figuarts tagline where it says SH Figuarts is the new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. No, I didn't memorize that, I just have another SH Figuarts box right next to me for the next review. So anyway, let's open this box up. As always, there's tape there which I've already removed. Some QR codes in there for Tamashii Web. Pulling the pack out, you've also got the Season 2 card for the back. And also some easy barcode sticker that has been appearing in some of these figures. This was first-hand a Japanese release, so no sort of Hong Kong stickers or anything. If you want a close look at the box, you can go right ahead and take a look at the Facebook link below. Of course, inside the box behind that silver card is the instructions manual. Very basic, really, telling you the two scales and which hands hold what. Because finally, you got the plastic tray. Since this is a newer SH Figuarts release, the top piece of plastic doesn't go all the way down, and it's just on top. Opening it is very easy. It also might seem somewhat loose to some, so when you take this tray out of the actual paper box, you might want to be a little bit careful as this thing pretty much just falls off. You can see here, it doesn't really stay on too much, so opening it is easy, nothing falls out, but when you pull this out of the box, you've got to be a little bit careful. So with the accessories apart from the closed fists that come already on the figure, you got different posing hands, pointing hands, gun holding hands, and sword holding hands, relaxed hands, and palm hands, all for the sake of posing. You got this transformation tool in the sort of walkie-talkie mode. You got his sword in the power up mode, sword connected to the gun, and the gun in the sort of like girly walking around mode. You also have two different scars, which is pretty much identical to the one in the Season 1 release. Time for articulation. Left, right, double neck and head joint. Of course, there's some limitation here since he's got this like girl right here. And he can't actually do that kissing pose that you see in the show where he's you know, like holding her up there and be like, oh baby, I will protect you and hold you. It's sort of a bit too tight. Maybe kinda get it, but nope. Arm joints, of course, there's some restriction right there, but up and down, full 360 degrees, 360 degree spin here, double elbow joint, that goes a ball and swivel joint, hinge joint for the hands. Hip joint, there's a ball joint right there, very good articulation. Ball joint goes on the bottom, on the hip, so the little stomach and the hip all move pretty well. Two holes on each side of the belt for pegging in things. 360 degree spin on the leg right there. I just clipped myself with the finger, pinched myself. Up and down. This is a ball joint, so someone like some of the maybe the older SH Figuarts like Cougar or Decade, and not like the double ones. Double knee joint there, but because of the bulk of his armor, there's some limitation. Can't turn all the way. And plastic feet, so no die-cast there. Up and sideways, and up and down. Very tight joint actually, up and down. Almost, I'm about to snap the plastic. It's really tight. Toe joint can go up and down. Can't go down. And that's it for the articulation. Overall, in terms of molding injection quality, this figure is pretty neat. I haven't noticed any really bad molding joints or molding plastic anywhere. There's no injection lines anywhere. Everything's smooth and looks like as it should be. There's no giant cuts where the plastic is joined together. No lines anywhere. This is actually a definition of one of SH Figuarts' best molding capabilities, unlike certain other figures where there's a big seam line on their leg. It's just ugly. So in terms of molding, this figure is just fine. In terms of painting, however, this one's also pretty good. A lot of pieces are pretty much identical pieces to his normal form, and this is how Japanese shows are. When you have a power-up form or a slightly alternate form, it's most likely just a repaint to save money on making new toys and such. So really, the most important new thing is the thing on his shoulder, his waist, his right and his right leg. So torso piece and his right leg are the big difference here. The rest of it is pretty much identical to the original figure. The joints on this figure is a lot tighter than the first Akiba red that I got, and like I said, the paint is pretty good. Transparent red on his torso, chest plate is also really nicely done as well. In terms of articulation, like I said, I'm slightly disappointed that he can't actually do that kissing pose that you can see him do all the time every time he does his henshin. So when he does his transformation, his power up form, if you're trying to replicate that with the figure, well, tough. You're not going to be able to do it. Another thing with this figure is making him stand is kind of a pain. The AkibaRangers tend to like to fall down, so if you didn't get the Akiba stage act, you're gonna be a bit screwed. This figure is also the same. It took me a while to get him to stand still on this turntable because he kept falling backwards. It probably doesn't help that he also has a really tight foot joint that makes it hard to push him into the right position without fear of snapping his feet. That would be bad. The accessories are also pretty nice. Slightly annoying that it doesn't come with an actual gun. It's like they're forcing you to buy every single version of Akiba Red to actually have all different accessories. I mean, the first version he didn't have the gun in open form, and now he doesn't have the gun in closed form. So you get the power up form, you gotta get the normal form just so he can have like a complete set of things. Don't know why that his big weapon mode couldn't just be detachable. You got the gun and the blade. Why couldn't it just be a peg system where you could detach the weapon? Who knows? So yeah, that's my review for this figure. Overall, it's not a bad figure. It's quite solidly made. It's shiny, it's nice, it's pretty, and it looks accurate to the show. And it also has good plastic molding. Just maybe some joints a bit tight, and accessories are decent amount, but also seems to be missing the most important bit. But as a toy strategy, it's annoying that they force you to buy the figures. So yeah, tell me what you think of this figure. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below. And of course, take care and have a nice day. And most importantly, last thing before I forget, the price of this figure is very cheap right now, mostly half price in Hong Kong. Don't know what it's like in Japan, but all the stock in Hong Kong is very cheap. So you go on eBay and you buy from a Hong Kong seller, it's more likely going to be cheaper than everywhere else. So yeah, bye.